Hello students. The previous lecture has introduced lesson the living organism and classification of microbes. After watching all those videos, I believe that you have the basic knowledge of classification of living organism. The attempts to classify the living organism began centuries ago. Classifications were made to identify the organisms that are useful to mankind for food, shelter and clothing. Aristotle classified plants into trees, shrubs, herbs, and animals into two groups: animals with red blood and animals without blood. Later, Carl Linnaeus came with two kingdom classification, that is, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. This classification was reasonable for that time because it was easy to distinguish between mobile animals and immobile plants. However, this system did not classify unicellular and multicellular organisms. Eukaryotes, prokaryotes, photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic organisms. And there was huge number of organisms which did not fall in any category under the system. New studies brought about various revealed enormous variations of characteristic within the organism of the same group, like cell structure, mode of nutrition, method of reproduction, evolutionary relationship. Though two kingdom classification was used for a long time, it proved to be an inadequate system for this time. In 1969, R.H. Whittaker proposed five kingdom classification where three more kingdoms, Monera, Protista and fungi, were added to the existing kingdoms. The main criteria of R.H. Whittaker was cell structure, thallus organization, mode of nutrition, method of reproduction, phylogenetic relationship. Phylogenetic relationship is the study of evolutionary relatedness among various groups of organisms. Earlier, classification included bacteria, algae, fungi, mosses, ferns, gymnosperms, angiosperms under the plant category. Five kingdom was based on differences of characteristics. Based on the references of characters, based on cell wall composition, heterotrophs fungi differ from autotrophic plants and were grouped under fungi. All prokaryotes were grouped under Monera and unicellular eukaryotes were placed in kingdom Protista. Previously, unicellular Chlamydomonas and multicellular Spirogyra were placed together in algae in kingdom Plantae. However, in the new kingdom classification, Chlamydomonas moved to kingdom Protista, while Spirogyra remained in Plantae kingdom. The five kingdom classification system not only classified the organisms into different groups, but also put together that were put in different kingdoms. For example, Chlamydomonas and cholera with other eukaryotes, amoeba and paramecium, which were placed initially in the kingdom Animalia. Therefore, the five kingdom classification system was evolved with an advancement in our understanding the characteristic of the organisms and phylogenetic relationship. Children are requested to write the question answer in any notebook. Keep it as a record. for the next academic year 2020-21. The first question, why it is important to do classification of plants and animals. Second, why we do not follow two kingdom classification. Third, explain the criteria proposed by R.H. Whitaker for five kingdom classification. Thank you.